What is up, everybody? Noble Comics here. Today we have the next round of the Tournament of Power, Might Guy versus Iron Fist. But first, let's look at the results of the last match, which was Itachi versus Obito. And the overwhelming majority was for Obito. It actually was a little bit closer than I thought it would be. But Obito will be moving on to the next round. But with that out of the way, let's get into Might Guy versus Iron Fist. Might Guy versus Iron Fist. This has been a good little run here with Iron Fist and Sanji, now to Might Guy. A lot of martial arts goodness going on here, and it's good to see it continuing. So, Iron Fist, we talked about before, right, in the Sanji video. He's master of martial artists, probably one of the best martial artists in the Marvel Universe. He's extremely fast. He was able to catch a bullet after it was fired. A woman was trying to shoot herself in the head. He was a few feet away, but he was fast enough to catch it in time. He's been shown to casually dodge gunfire, things like that, and he's durable enough to take full power punches from people like Spider-Man. When it comes to power output, he's been strong enough to at least knock back people like Professor Hulk and Scar, Hulk's son, and he was able to destroy a helicarrier in one punch, which is probably his most impressive feat. Otherwise, we've seen him doing things like snapping steel with his Iron Fist. He destroyed that giant electromagnetic train thing in that one Iron Man comic, which was supposed to be delivering the force of a nuclear blast, something like that. That whole thing was kind of weird, though, but still matters. And of course, all of this is because of his massive chi abilities that he got from killing Xiao Lao the Undying, which is a giant dragon, which is impressive in its own right, because he did that without any abilities. He was just a regular guy, managed to kill this dragon and gain its chi abilities. Iron Fist is definitely no slouch. He's nothing to laugh at. For any regular human, he could, of course, destroy them without using any abilities. And we're getting up to sort of the meta-human level. His Iron Fist could probably take out the vast majority. However, let's look at Might Guy. So Might Guy from Naruto is probably the greatest taijutsu or hand-to-hand fighter in the Naruto universe. And he doesn't have access to other sorts of ninjutsu abilities. He can't shoot fireballs. He can't do illusions or manipulations or anything like that. It's all hand-to-hand combat. He's extremely strong, extremely powerful, able to knock back extremely powerful other, ninjas from Naruto universe, notably holding his own and defeating quite often people like Kisame without having to go into his gate forms. Speaking on that a little bit, so Guy has the ability to access the 8 gates. And the gates are all named. They all have their own little thing. But for the most part, they all just make you stronger and faster. Some of them give you access to more abilities and different techniques and things like that. But for the most part, it's just making you more powerful. Now, towards the higher end of this, getting to the 7th and especially the 8th gate, Guy is just extremely, extremely powerful. We saw him be able to destroy Madara Uchiha, one of the most powerful people in the Naruto universe, almost killing him, though it does have extreme negative effects on the user as well. The higher the gate, the greater the negative effects on yourself. And the 8th gate is ideally supposed to kill the actual user because of the strain it's putting on your body. And at that level, it's like insane power levels to the point that Iron Fist and really almost anybody else on the bracket probably just immediately loses if we have access to that. So I'm going to try and restrict the gate usage down a little bit. I don't know what the max should be. I'm thinking either 4 or 6. Now, when you get 6, that's whenever your fists and your kicks and everything start igniting the air and have like flaming fists and kicks, which is the same thing that Sanji did in the previous fight. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. And at that point, you are pretty powerful. So let's talk about the fight. When it comes to maybe the most important aspect of it, the actual hand-to-hand combat, it's kind of hard to say who would win here. My mind goes to Iron Fist. I think that he's more skilled as the fact that he knows more martial arts and he's mastered more martial arts styles than Guy has. But Guy is, of course, extremely skilled. But I would, in the end, probably give that point to Iron Fist. When it comes to strength and speed and durability, almost certainly goes to Guy. He was fast enough to blitz Madara. He was fast enough to literally ignite the air with his punches and kicks, lighting his hands and feet on fire. He's fast enough to move faster than the eye can see easily, especially in these higher gate forms. I think that he definitely has the speed advantage and probably the power output advantage. Being able to blow a hole in Madara is pretty impressive. I don't know quite how that translates as far as being able to like knock down the Hulk or crash a helicarrier, but it's no doubt extremely impressive. Durability wise as well, I think that guy has the advantage. Again, being able to survive the 8 gates and just basically having your bones be turned to dust because of the immense strain it has on your body. Like you are not supposed to survive it, period. So he's extremely durable, more so than I think we've been shown with Iron Fist, who isn't really known as a super durable character by any means. He's more uh, output, right? More power output than being able to take any damage. I don't think Iron Fist is totally out of the fight, though. I think that he is one, like I said, more skilled, and I think he would be able to harm Guy with the Iron Fist. I think if he's hitting him as hard as he hit the Helicarrier, as hard as he's hitting some of these other high-end characters, I think Guy would feel it, but I don't think it would put him down by any means. And I think if Guy is using, the gates and he's opened up and he's in these enhanced forms, I don't even know that Iron Fist could land these hits on him because of how fast he's moving. So overall, I think this is going to be a short video. I think that Guy outclasses Iron Fist where it matters. I think if this is speed has been equalized and it's hand to hand, I think Iron Fist wins. I think just going pure punch to punch in his base form, especially, I think Iron Fist wins. But whenever we're allowing Guy to use his abilities, which I think is fair, of opening the gates, it's just going to be too much. And I think Iron Fist is going to be overwhelmed. I don't think that he's going to stand a chance. Even at his peak, I think that he is going to lose. I think speed is a big thing. And I think that his own personal durability is not going to hold up. Because if he's throwing out dozens and dozens of Iron Fists at my Guy, even if all of them are landing, Guy may be able to survive that. But the reverse, I don't think is exactly the same. If my Guy's throwing out all these hits against Iron Fist, I don't think Iron Fist will live through it. But hey, like always, it's up to you guys to go vote, to let me know what you think down in the comments as well. And I'll see you in the next video.